Hello everyone, and welcome back to Steins, my darling's embrace. I'm G, and we have just moved to a different world line, because of sending the email that we didn't send when we did the Kurisu route, and yeah, now we're here. And apparently, we have decided to take place in a music competition? I think it was for Inet. I'm not sure 100%. But either way, Mocha is our vocalist, and she doesn't talk. And so that is something that we are trying to investigate and figure out why and how to help and, all that stuff. But anyways, let's get started. Anyway, I can think of a lot of other reasons why someone might have trouble speaking out loud. After waiting for everyone to gather at the lab, I explained the situation. Kurisu is the first one to start voicing her thoughts. I'd expect no less from a neuroscience specialist, but neurons, synapses, hippocampus, hypothalamus, serotonin, noradrenaline, I have no idea what the hell she's talking about. So to put it simply, what do you mean? In conclusion, in terms of brain function, it's difficult to know precisely what would be making her incapable of conversation. Wait, you were rambling on and on about science just to come up with a pointless conclusion like that? Pointless conclusion? You're the one to talk. You don't even understand what I was saying. There's no point to an explanation if the conclusion doesn't help us deal with the problem. Did I say anything about not knowing how to deal with the problem? So, what's your idea? Looking at Kiryu's symptoms, I believe the issue lies not with her brain itself, but with her mind. Thus, I think it would be best to use hypnotherapy to deal with the issue. Let me get this straight. You want to rely on some occult mumbo-jumbo to fix her? Hypnotherapy isn't occult mumbo-jumbo. It's a respectable part of science. It's currently being heavily incorporated into the fields of medical care and psychiatry in America, and there's active research being conducted on its effects. Alright, fine. Let's say the hypnotherapy is scientific. Who exactly would conduct the hypnotherapy? If we go to America, I can introduce her to a doctor I know. We don't have the time or the money for that. This is why you're hopeless, Celeb Sev. Don't call me Celeb Sev. And why are you complaining anyway? You're the one who started Project Get Kiryu to enjoy talking again. That's why I've been trying to help. I know I asked for your help, but I meant within the realm of reality. Also, that's not the project's name. It's way cooler than that. Operation Lorelei, named after the songstress of temptation. Fine, whatever. Deal with this yourself then. I can't. That's why I wanted to hear everyone's opinions. Then maybe you should try and be more open-minded. No, you two. No need to get so excited, yeah. Oh my god, my Ferris voice today is off. Kirsten and I start our usual bickering, but Ferris steps in to stop us. Hey, Mr. Ferris, yeah.
That's right. Ferris Steins is a communications expert after all.
He's not wrong. Ferris could indeed come up with a good idea or two. Considering how many customers she converses with every day at Make Nyan Nyan, I'd expect nothing less. That's right. I think that would be perfect, yeah. Whenever you talk, just create a different backstory for yourself in your mind, yeah. A different backstory? Yep, for example, Moinyan's actually a princess from another planet. She's being sought out by people in this world who want her dead, so she just can't reveal. Oh my godness. So she can't reveal her true identity, yeah. Oh my godness. Yeah, that's words. But whenever she speaks, she occasionally ends up sounding like royalty. Try giving yourself a background story like that, yeah. You can pretend to be someone else, making it easier to talk, yeah. A princess. Me? No need to think too deeply about it, yeah. Give it a try. Go on, you got this, yeah. Go on. Come on. Stop. Why, yeah? This is the good part. There's nothing good about it. She's already bad at talking. There's no way she could come up with a background story for a separate persona on top of that. You think so, yeah? Besides, stuff like alien worlds and alternate identities, Ferris and myself aside, I doubt most people would have an easy time talking about that kind of thing. Anyone else have any good ideas? Rukako, what do you think? Huh? Me? Yes, you. You're pretty shy, no? You two are kinda alike in that sense. Shouldn't that help you come up with some good ideas? Yeah, I do understand how Kiryu-san feels. It takes a lot of courage to say what you're really thinking. I noticed that Ukiko was staring right at me, not Mocha. What is it, Ukiko? Is there something you want to tell me? No, it's just, well... What? Just say how you feel about the situation. How I feel? No way, I can't say something like that so suddenly. I can never say it with so many people watching. His face turns bright red, and he goes quiet. What's his deal? I look away from the now fidgeting Ukiko, surveying the faces of the other lab mems. Doesn't anybody have a good idea? I lock eyes with Mayuri, who's sitting with a spaced out look on her face. I'm guessing that Kurisu's lecture must have been so difficult that her brain cells scrambled up. Just for the record, I have to ask, do you have any ideas, Mayuri? I'm not expecting much. Mayushi thinks you could take it easy and talk slowly. There's no reason to rush. Slowly. That's right, like this. Juicy fried chicken number 1 is really good. Juicy fried chicken number 1 is really good. But I was going to turn the microwave into the phone wave. I'm sad I can't eat it anymore. But Okabe could turn the microwave into phone wave. I'm sad I can't eat it anymore. Alright, stop. Starting to feel like the Earth's rotation itself has slowed down. Daru, do you have any thoughts?
So you finally called upon me, eh? Took you long enough.
Oh, should I assume you've come up with quite the plan?
Who the hell do you think I am?
Let's hear it.
You should read Eroge's scripts out.
Rejected!
Already? And I haven't even finished explaining my idea.
Blame yourself for having an idea terrible enough to be rejected within the first few words. No good, even Daru's useless. Then the only one left is... Alright, part-time warrior, last one up. Do you have anything? Let's see. I don't exactly agree with Hashida Itaru, but it might not be a bad idea for her to read something. Even if she has a hard time coming up with her own words, if she starts reading aloud, she might naturally start being able to speak.
Reading aloud, huh? What would we make her read? I guess the cliche choice at the time like this would be some sort of literary masterpiece.
Oh, then Mayushi has a good idea.
No manga. It's not a fitting choice for recitation.
There's no manga. What if she reads a cell phone novel?
A cell phone novel? You mean the ones filled with slang and stuff?
There are ones like that, but I have a special recommendation.
Oh, are you thinking My Rainbow? Oh, no, that was Kurisu.
Huh? You read that one too, Chris-chan? Ah, first is read it too, yeah? Me too.
My Rainbow, huh? Is it that famous? Never heard of it, Ocarine? Apparently it was written by a high school girl. There's been a lot of gossip around it lately. Is that meant to be a reference to My Immortal? Huh. There's kind of a self-indulgent, decadent feel to it, but it's been getting a lot of praise for accurately depicting life as a high school girl. It's super popular.
Okay, not My Immortal then.
You sure seem to know a lot about it, Daru. Don't tell me you're reading it too. Of course, it's a popular topic online. I gotta keep up with the times.
Wait, so all of you are reading it? Even you, part-time warrior? I'm really not up on the latest fads.
Just for the record, I have to ask. Are you reading it too, Shining Finger?
Pretty much.
Then that saves us some time. How about it? Wanna try reading My Rainbow out loud?
I don't want to.
Huh? That was unexpected. It's unusual for Mocha to be so upfront about her intentions. Why not? Everyone thinks it would be a good idea. Mocha goes completely silent. Is she that against it?
Okay, it's not good to force people to do things they don't want to do. Yeah.
We've hit a wall. Then Ferris looks at the clock and raises a surprised voice.
Ah, it's already this late, yeah? I need to head to May Queen.
Crap, if I don't get back to the shop, the boss man's gonna kill me.
Suzuha and Ferris stand up at the same time.
And I guess that's that. We'll have to save Project Get Kiryu to enjoy talking again for next time.
I told you, it's called Operation Lorelei. Lorelei? I think that's Lorelei. And so the first strategy meeting for Operation Lorelei came to an abrupt end. Still, why is Mocha so opposed to reading that cell phone novel? With the meeting over, Suzuha and Ferris leave in a hurry. Daru follows after the cat girl, heading to make Queen Yan Yan to satisfy his worldly desires. Mayuri sets up camp on the table, and Rukiko helps her with her Japanese language homework. Kurisu sits in front of the PC with a serious look on her face, reading essays emailed to her from America. Needless to say, they're all in English. I hate to admit it, but I have no idea what they're about. Only Mooka and I have free time. I start skimming through the practice book that I had bought earlier. My cell phone's email chime goes off.
Let's see who it is.
Shining finger.
Lab needs cash, right? I happen to know a good part-time job that pays really well. Want to give it a shot?
Mooka. A well-paying gig. Mooka nods back in silence. Don't tell me you want me to become a salesperson or something. I refuse, and I don't intend to recommend this gig to someone else either. I know how this works.
It's nothing like that. I'm currently working on a magazine that covers the occult. The problem is that we're short on articles and don't have many folks available to help out.
Mooka. The occult? An article? Just so you know, I've never written an article before.
I'll write the article, so don't worry about anything. You can just be the reader
contributor.
The reader contributor who experienced a summer of horror, Okabe-kun?
Mooka. Reader contributed? What's that supposed to mean?
You've seen them before, right? Reader contributed articles with photos attached to them. You know, supposedly true ghost sightings and the like. Basically, I want you to go to some haunted spots with me and snap some photos. I'll handle the writing.
Mooka. Mooka wants me to take photos of stuff and she'd write the articles. You want me to help you come up with a fake horror story?
Don't stare at me like that. Horror rags come in two flavors. Those that aim for realistic terror, and those that are clearly fake, but still enjoyable, like a haunted house of sorts. This magazine is like the latter. Most of the readers totally get that.
Mooka. Is that really it? If that's all there is to it, I guess I wouldn't mind helping. That said, the bit about haunted spots has me a little concerned. Where is she planning on taking me? After giving it some thought, I conclude that her answer to my next question will be the deciding factor. How much does it pay? Mooka quietly points her index finger up. You don't mean only 3 zeros after that, right? She shakes her head horizontally. Very well, I'm in. There's no way I can say no to that kind of cash. The lab is in dire need of funding. Alright then, tell me the details. And that's how I ended up agreeing to help Mooka with her work. By the way, I don't believe in ghosts or the supernatural. The occult is just that, the occult. There's no need to fear things that have no basis in science. I'm definitely not scared. Four days later, it's finally time for me to help Mooka with her work, and we have emails to read. Yeah, okay. My Yuri.
Maybe she saw your dad today. He wants to know when you'll be coming home.
Ooh. Curse it, father! How long does he plan on treating me like a child? Aren't you, like, 17? I don't remember. I mean, like, if you're 17, you are a literal child, so, yeah. Probably a year or two. Our meeting place is in front of Akihabara Station. Even at night, the air temperature is high, and I'm getting damp with sweat just standing here. The asphalt and concrete walls have absorbed all the heat from the sun, meaning I'm basically being cooked. After roasting in place for a while, I spot Mooka approaching from down the road. Over here, Shining Finger!
Sorry for the wait.
Let's get... Oh, wait.
Let's get going.
Wait, where's the rest of the crew?
It's just us.
You don't even have a cameraman? Mooka takes a small digital camera out from her purse. It's the mirrorless SLR, trending among women lately. We're in charge of taking the photos too?
Yeah, the magazine has a low budget. Plus, this is supposed to be an amateur submission, so it can't be fancy.
I see. What's with the bag? Mooka is carrying not just her purse, but her large paper bag.
Tools for the photo shoot.
Huh. Tools? Just the camera should be more than enough, right? Or does she intend to set up lighting and all that stuff? So, where are we going?
There.
There? Wait, Radicon? Mooka is pointing directly at the Radicon building. But there's something odd about it. It's different from how it normally looks. There's a sign on the building's entrance that says, "Entry forbidden." It's completely sealed off. According to Daru, 50 years after its construction, Radican had started to deteriorate. Additionally, since it didn't meet current earthquake resistance standards, management decided that it needed to be rebuilt. Zakiba's lights illuminate the city. Radican stands out as a dark void in the night. You're telling me that Radican is haunted? This is just a rumor, but...
So Radican is technically closed, meaning nobody should be here, right? I can hear at night. You can hear a mysterious lady's voice in the building. There have also been tales of people seeing strange shadows, too.
Mocha. I never realized there were rumors like that floating around.
Let's go inside.
Inside? Do we have permission?
No, we're writing an article about the supernatural after all.
Wait a second. Don't tell me you plan on...
We're sneaking in.
Are you serious? I'm taken aback as I look at Mocha's expressionless face. She's serious. Still bewildered, I end up getting dragged into Radican with her. Hey, are you always doing things like this, Shining Finger?
When needed.
I see.
What is it?
Nothing. I was just thinking about how unexpected all of this has been. Mocha doesn't give off a very active image. I mean, sure, this is all for an article, but I still didn't think she'd be this bold. Jeez, they don't even have emergency lights on. I look around in the darkness. The inside of the building has been completely abandoned, and both the night lights and emergency lights are off. The only illumination is from the pen light Mocha is holding in her hand. With this tiny circle of light as our only guide, we slowly advance. We climb the stairs, eventually reaching the floor in question, a place rumored to be the site of various supernatural phenomena. It's summer, but the air feels strangely cold here. I hear sharp cracks and clanking sounds. I know I'm repeating myself, but I don't believe in the supernatural, at all. Phenomena like that are so absurd that a mad scientist the likes of myself can't help but laugh. I have issues with the plasma theory from that one professor that's always popping up on TV. If I ever had the opportunity to appear on a show about the supernatural, I'd have no problem saying this outright. Do ghosts exist? The answer is obvious. No. Ah! I suddenly hear a loud noise at my feet, causing me to leap several meters backwards. I cautiously look towards the place where the noise came from. I apparently had accidentally kicked a bucket. Don't scare me like that. I was just startled by the loud noise. It's not like I'm scared or anything. Got that? Mocha looks at me in silence, expressionless as usual. I bite my lip, reflecting upon my own cowardice. I was taken aback by a mere bucket. I'm sure Shining Finger is looking at me with disdain. Hoenn Kyoma shall never get over this disgrace. Oh boy, who is it?
I'm really scared.
Mocha. If you're scared, say so. Try emoting a little bit. You're making me look like I'm the only chicken here.
But if I speak, the ghosts might attack me.
Mocha. Ghosts? Are you a kindergartner?
Can we hold hands?
Mocha. What?
Do you not want to? I'm so scared, I just can't help it.
Mocha. I couldn't tell in the darkness up until now, but Mocha's tightly gripping my hand, trembling slightly. She feels kind of cold. Is it because she's scared? I don't know if you realize this, but you're already holding my hand.
Sorry.
Come on, let's go. Let's take those photos and get out of here. Just to make things perfectly clear, I'm not the type of virgin who turns red just from holding a girl's hand. And come on, this Shining Finger we're talking about. Sure, her hand's more slender, dainty, soft, smooth, and silky than I thought, but that's all. My heart definitely doesn't feel like it's going to burst out of my chest or anything. Hello? Yeah, it's me. I'm currently in the middle of a highly classified mission. Things aren't looking good, but there's still hope. We should be able to wrap things up before the organization notices us. You be careful too, got that? I'll be in touch. L. Sai Kungru. Phew. Oh wait, no, that's Mocha. What?
Not that way. This way.
It seems I was about to head in the opposite direction down the hall. Reluctantly, I let Mocha pull me along by the hand, deeper into the darkness of Radicon. Is this the spot?
Yes.
This area used to be a passage for employees of the tenants who occupied the building. There's a mess of carts loaded with all sorts of things strewn about. It's impossible to see very far with only Mocha's penlight, but this is probably connected to a warehouse and cargo elevator. Mocha finally lets go of my hand, takes the camera out of her bag, and starts snapping shots. Well, what's the verdict? Anything weird appearing?
Hey, stop it. I don't want something weird in the photo.
Mocha. What exactly did you come here to do? Mocha remains expressionless, but her eyes scream, "Oh right, ha ha ha!" Or at least that's how they look to me. She starts taking photos again. I don't think I understood that situation. I don't know, maybe. However, I don't know if I should call this unexpected, but after checking the photos, we find nothing even remotely suspect.
We can't use these.
Give it up, Shining Finger. This is what happens when you chase baseless rumors. Mocha keeps staring silently at the LCD screen. She suddenly sticks her hand into the paper bag she was carrying and pulls something out. What is that? Mocha is holding a wig in her hand. One with long black hair. I don't know if this is intentionally the case or if it's just not particularly well taken care of, but the hair is all tangled and twisted. It's super creepy.
I'll wear this. You shoot.
What?
Take photos from behind that pillar.
Wait, what? Are we really doing this? Wouldn't it be obvious we're just making it all up? I receive an email. Is she reading my mind? Alright, let's open the email again.
No worries. If anything, we gotta go the extra mile or the readers will be disappointed.
Mocha. Is that so?
Think of it as the beauty of form.
Huh? I don't really get what's supposed to be beautiful about any of this, but, well, whatever. I extend my hand to grab the camera from Mocha. And then suddenly... Thump, thump. We hear footsteps. Mocha and I hurriedly turn off the penlight and crouch down. I cast my gaze in the direction of where the sound is coming from, but I see nothing there. All we can hear are the creepy footsteps getting louder and louder. Mocha is clinging tightly to my arm, probably without realizing it. I feel a couple of large, warm, soft objects pressing against my arm. Get together, Hoeing Kilma! Get that mind out of the gutter. Is this place actually haunted? That's impossible, right? As I try to sort things out in my head, I look around and realize something. Due to the way the corridor is constructed, sound echoes around, making it seem like the footsteps are coming from the opposite direction. I turn around, and as expected, I see the light of a flashlight peeking out from around the corner. Mocha follows my eyes. Could it be a ghost hunter who snuck in here? Or even a security guard on patrol? This is bad, we need to hide somewhere.
Yeah.
The light turns the corner and starts heading in our direction. We search for a hiding place and try to lay low, not realizing that there's some luggage piled up right behind us. Ah! Mocha and I end up knocking over the small mountain of stuff, falling onto our butts. Who's there? I hear the footsteps quickly getting closer to us. Mocha and I try to get to our feet to run away, but... Ah! Ah! My legs are swept out from under me. I flip over and fall to the ground face first just as a black silhouette leaps on top of me. Something hard is pressed against the back of my head. Don't resist, I'll blow your head off if you try anything funny. Huh? What's going on here? Did I accidentally wander into an American slum or something? Wait a sec. Unable to believe the situation I'm in, my entire body is frozen in place. Suddenly, the tone of my assailant's voice changes. Well, if it isn't Okabe Rintaro and Kiryu Mocha. Who is this? What? The assailant removes her leg from on top of me and helps me up. I look at my attacker, only to see a familiar face staring right back at me. Part-time warrior?
Whew, I'm as surprised as the two of you are. What are you doing in a place like this?
That's my line, don't scare me like that.
Well, I mean, scaring people is kind of my job. I'm a part-time security guard here.
Huh?
Like I just said, I'm a security guard. The building's owner asked me to patrol the place.
I had no idea. That was terrifying, you know? Security guards don't usually threaten intruders with death.
Oh, you mean this? See? Just my flashlight. Haha.
Suzuha spins around the pistol-shaped flashlight she's holding.
Bang!
When she pulls the trigger, the LED on the end lights up.
See?
You had me fooled. I could sense a tremendous intent to kill. When Suzuha attacked me, I could feel a terrifying aura flowing from her. How can I put it? It actually felt like she had a real gun.
Duh. It's only natural to act that way towards intruders. Wait, now that I think about it, both of you are actually intruding.
Suzuha raises her voice like she suddenly remembered something important. Damn it, I was trying to dance around the subject.
I can't let you guys off the hook until you explain yourselves. Depending on your answer, I might have to dole out some punishment.
God! Wait, let's just... Punishment? What does she mean by punishment? Just thinking about the way she had her flashlight pressed to the back of my head sends a chill down my spine. Mocha and I decide to spill it all.
Photos of haunted places?
Suzuha frowns. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sorry. I thought something was weird about all this. I had no idea rumors like that were going around.
I'm really sorry.
Well, it's not like you started the rumors, Okabe Rintaro, so it's fine. Just try not to go overboard in that article of yours, okay? I understand. And look, I'm not trying to lecture you or anything, but...
Suzuha puts her hands on her hips and starts to lecture us. For 40 long minutes. At a later date, I'd go on to complain to her about how long her lecture was. She'd respond, saying that the uncle who looked after her in her hometown was big on lectures. I guess she picked up his bad habit. Haha, that's a reference. I'm sure would like to have a little chat with that guy. You do! Frequently! Haha! Anyway, 40 minutes later, free at last, we scramble out of Radicon.
This is the next place.
Here?
Yup.
Oh wait, we have mail. But this is... mail. Mary.
Don't say that, Okarin. Your dad loves you.
Ah, my god. Mary, so cute. Don't ever say such disgusting things ever again. I can't say that. But I don't want to just leave her hanging. Maybe she'll think it's a joke. Maybe she'll think it's a joke. Goes home, you know? Yeah, it's true that shrines often appear in urban legends and the like, but Yanabayashi Shrine of all places? Rikuko never said this place was haunted.
Look at this.
Mocha shows me her cell phone. On her screen is a mobile site where urban legend and ghost enthusiasts gather. There's a thread on here about Akihabara, quite a few actually. There are all sorts of rumors concerning this area. Yanabayashi Shrine in particular seems to be a hotspot for ghost stories. The ghost of a woman who threw herself into the ocean after being rejected by her love appears every night, nailing cursed dolls to the sacred tree. I don't even know where to start with this one. From stories about sobbing heard from the old well, to a storehouse where a doll with growing hair is enshrined, there are nothing but ghost stories that people are trying to pass off as real. Shining Finger, these all strike me as fake.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We still have to check.
For real? Well, let's call it Rikuko. Just then I hear a voice from behind me.
Okay, Kyoma-san?
I turn around to see Rikuko conveniently standing by the shrine entrance. Ah, Rikuko.
What brings you out here so late at night?
From the looks of it, he's on the way back from a convenience store. I can see a bottle of mineral water and a few other items poking out of the top of the eco bag in his hands. Rikuko begins to happily trot over, but notices the figure standing next to me and stops in surprise.
Oh, Kiryu-san. Good evening. Good evening.
After looking back and forth at me and Mocha several times, he starts blinking rapidly. What's wrong, Rikuko?
Huh? No, it's just... Are you two in a... you know? No, it's nothing. Forget I said anything. Anyway, I'll be going now.
Oh, wait just a minute. I grab Rikuko's hand tightly as he tries to flee to his house. He's wearing a somber expression on his face. Hold up, there's something we wanted to ask you. Could you give us a few minutes of your time?
Something you want to ask me?
Yeah, the truth is... And that's why I'm out here with Shining Finger. We're trying to get material for her article.
Oh, that's all? So you're just helping Kiryu-san with her work?
For reasons beyond my comprehension, Rukako's expression immediately brightens. He smiles at me.
Actually, I remember you mentioning something about this before. I completely forgot and ended up getting the wrong idea.
The wrong idea?
It's nothing. Forget about it. Anyway, what's this about our shrine being haunted?
Just some rumors we found online. I filled Rukako in on all the weird stories floating around.
She isn't a ghost, but I do know the story about the woman in the sacred tree.
Really?
Yeah. Please, tell us.
Mocha takes a notepad and pen out of her bag.
Sure, I don't mind. But just so you know, it's nothing like the story you found online.
Rukako starts telling us this tale of Yanabayashi Shrine and the sacred tree. The Showa period. It's said that a beautiful woman would visit Yanabayashi Shrine at a sacred tree every evening in the hopes of saving a young man dying from tuberculosis, an incurable disease at the time. She wouldn't miss a day of paying her respects, no matter the weather. From time to time, she would even visit the shrine despite being ill herself. 3 long years passed as this continued. The young man miraculously overcame the disease, returning to the woman he loved. Basked in the gentle spring sunlight, the sacred tree quietly watched over the couple as they tearfully embraced one another at Yanabayashi Shrine, finally reunited.
The end. Very touching, right? What's wrong?
What happened to throwing herself into the ocean?
She never did anything of the sort. Or the cursed dolls. There were no cursed dolls.
You see, it really was just a load of nonsense, Shining Finger.
Then, Urashibara-san, what's this? What about this?
Mocha takes out her cell phone and shows Rukako the stories about the sobbing I heard from the old well, and the storehouse where a doll with growing hair is enshrined. Rukako's eyes open wide with terror as he reads the text. Whoa, are these the real deal?
Tell us about them.
Mocha takes her notebook and pen out again.
No, I'm sorry. I really can't handle scary stories, so I couldn't help but scream a little.
Ah.
There's no abandoned well here, and we haven't enshrined any dolls either.
Just give up already, Shining Finger. Without a word, Mocha thrusts her hand into the paper bag she's carrying. She once again pulls out her ghost wig. On top of that, she also removes a straw doll, a long spike, and a hammer from the bag.
What is all this?
Rukako's face freezes in terror.
Okabe-kun, you handle the photos. I'll nail this to the sacred tree. Please stop. You can't do something like that to the sacred tree.
Faster than the speed of light, Rukako's father dashes outside. I assume he heard his son's screams. He arrives just in time to see Shining Finger wearing the ghost wig, holding the hammer like she's about to hit the sacred tree. He nearly turns us over to the police. Much like what happened at Radicon, Mocha and I find ourselves on the receiving end of a scolding. We scurry away from Yanabayashi Shrine like the remnants of a defeated army. It's past midnight. Look, it's already late. How about we call it for today, Shining Finger? Shining Finger?
Just one more place.
Oh, I got mail! Who's from? Mayuri! Wait, what? Okay, that was the last one.
You have to treasure your mom and dad.
Oh, I love you, Mayuri.
My last resort.
Mocha stands up and starts to walk. With little choice, I follow after her. What is this place? She had led me to an apartment building that looked like it'd seen some rough times over the years. It's basically a 2-story shack made of wood. The stairs and other metal bits are covered in rust. The amateur paint job makes it all look that much worse. We're already 10 years into the 21st century, but this place looks like it's been frozen in time since the 1970s.
This is my place.
What?
The second floor. Come up.
Oh, wait, but... I hesitate. Sure, it is for work, but is it really okay for me to barge into a woman's room this late at night? I mean, what if Kiryu Papa, names of change, or Kiryu Boyfriend, names of change, are there?
Don't worry, I live alone.
Oh really? Then that's good. Wait, what am I saying? I mean, like, it's late, right? Are you sure it's okay for me to come in? Mocha takes out her cell phone, types something up, and sends it over. Alright, what is it?
Oh, silly ho. Oh, okay, Bakun, you silly head. Don't worry, I trust you.
Mocha.
Anyway, you're not into older women, right? You're into young cute girls like Shina-san and Makizu-san, right? I bet that's because their skin is so soft, and their hair is all shiny. Their legs are nice and smooth, and I bet they even smell nice when they sweat. Geez, I'm making myself depressed. Anyway, you're not going to try anything funny with me, right?
How am I supposed to react to this? That's a good question. Naturally, if I tell her I won't, she'll probably be pretty upset. But if I say the opposite, that's basically like telling her I'm going to try something skeevy. Damn it, why do women always have to send such annoying texts?
It's okay.
If you say so.
Up these stairs.
Alright. In the end, I'm unable to reply at all. I climb up the cracking stairs to the second floor. Creaking stairs, not cracking stairs. I'm led to a door that looks so thin and frail, it would probably open if I just applied a little bit of force to it. But it wouldn't break if somebody threw a table at it. Apparently, this is Mocha's place. If this were a TV drama, this would be the part when Mocha would frantically turn to me and say,
"Oh, wait just a little bit, just 5 minutes."
In reality, Mocha says nothing as she unlocks the door.
It's kind of messy, but come on in.
Alright then. Mocha probably has people over for meetings all the time, so I bet her apartment's fairly clean. That's why she's not worried about inviting me in. What? The main room is about 6 tatami mats large, with the kitchen being about 4.5. But the first thing I notice upon setting foot inside her apartment is, well, the abundance of plastic shopping bags all over the floor. Crammed inside these bags are cans of alcohol, everything from beer to shochu to wine. Making matters worse, open and unopened cans are mixed together. She probably hasn't even noticed that some of them are unopened before she goes to buy more. Plastic bags full of obviously half-eaten sweets and snacks dot the corners of the room. Fortunately, unlike the messy homes you always see on TV, I don't spot any empty bento boxes or raw garbage sitting around. Still, this is way more dire than I expected. Plastic shopping bags aren't even the worst of it. There are piles of books and papers that I assume she uses for research. Some of these piles have toppled over, scattering the contents all over the room. Various articles of clothing are piled on those paper avalanches, making for some sort of chaotic piece of art. It almost resembles multicolored shaved ice in some weird way. Mocha is basically the perfect example of a woman who can't clean. I mean, I'm hardly one to talk, my room isn't exactly something to be proud of. But it sure as hell isn't the surreal experience that this is.
Sit down, wherever.
Alright, thanks. Where am I supposed to sit? I can't say this out loud, so I tidy up one of the mountains of paper and sit down atop it. I ask Mocha a question, all the while attempting to not touch anything in the fear of causing a tiny avalanche. So, do things appear in this room? This is one of the places you're investigating, right? So does that mean it's haunted? I glance around her room. Considering its long years of filth and corruption, I wouldn't be surprised if evil spirits had latched onto this place.
No, not really.
Wait, so you're saying it's just a trash bin of an apartment?
You're the worst. Don't call my place a trash bin.
Mocha.
Well, it's not like I've ever seen ghosts or anything here, but these kinds of old apartment buildings always tend to have some kind of weird supernatural stuff, right?
Mocha. You really aren't taking this seriously, are you? What was the point of everything we went through at Radicon and the shrine?
Didn't I tell you this was my last resort? I didn't want to do this.
Mocha. So, what's the game plan?
This.
Mocha digs through the stuff on her table and excavates a sheet of paper out of it. It's an A4 size printout and seems to be something along the lines of a personal journal. The apartment I live in has abnormally low rent. The place gave me bad vibes from the outset, but hey, I wasn't going to complain at a price like that. However, things were off from the very first night I spent there. Whenever I try to go to sleep, I can feel someone's eyes on me. But this room is 2 stories up. My sleepless nights continue. I finally asked my friend to come stay with me. He came at night, saw me scared out of my mind, and laughed at me. He then took photos of different parts of my room. Wouldn't it be funny if something showed up in them, he joked. But then, as he looked over the photos, his face stiffened and grew pale. That's right, he caught something terrible in one of the photos. This is that photo. Okay, I get it now. This is the sort of story you see pop up in ghost shows on TV all the time. This is the part where they show the photo. I'm betting they're all forged, just like we're trying to do right now.
Let's take out the picture.
Wait, hold on, Shiny Finger. You're going to photograph your room as is?
Is that bad?
Well, I mean, seriously, look at it. At this rate, her article is not going to be about ghosts, it's going to end up being a feature on women who can't clean.
You're right.
Mocha quickly realizes what I'm trying to avoid saying directly.
Clean up. Wait a bit.
I can help out.
No, just sit. This won't take long.
Mocha starts to clean her room. But the more she cleans, the messier it gets. In some weird way, she's actually kind of incredible. As she tries to sort through her books, her attention is drawn to the documents poking out from in between the pages, so she starts trying to file those. But then she notices that there's dust on the shelves where she's filing the documents, so she takes out a handy mop and starts wiping them down. Upon realizing that the handy mop she's using is already filthy, she stops attempting to file her documents and instead opens a kitchen cabinet to find a replacement head. Many of the plates in the cabinet look ready to fall, so she hurriedly takes them out in order to reorganize the cabinet. Upon noticing the plates are still somewhat dirty, she abandons swapping out the mop head and starts vigorously scrubbing the plates in the sink. Eventually, Mocha returns to her senses.
Strange. I'm washing dishes. Why?
I'll do the cleaning, you just get ready for the photo session. Unable to watch any further, I finally shout orders at her. Okay, good. This is workable.
Mocha-kun, you're amazing.
No, this is just normal. Mocha can't clean to save her life. But there's no way I can say that to her face. That'd just be mean. I think you've already been mean, my dude. Let's see what's left. I'm just going to move this box over to the kitchen. I pick up a cardboard box that's taking up residence in the corner of the room. But... sorry. The box is unexpectedly heavy, throwing me off balance. It ends up tipping over and spilling its contents all over.
Ah.
It was full of paperback novels. Mocha hurriedly starts to pick them up. As I help her out, I notice that they're all the exact same book. My Rainbow, Volume 1. That's what the front cover says. Huh, wait a minute. Isn't this that popular cell phone novel Mayuri and the others mentioned before? Is this the physical edition? I take a look at the band around the book. Girls throughout Japan cried their eyes out. The definitive edition of the cell phone novel. Huh, so I guess you're a huge fan too, Shining. I cut myself off. No, there's more to it than that. No matter how big of a fan someone is, they wouldn't buy this many copies of the exact same book. Mocha hurriedly packs the books back into the box and seals the top. She then shoots me an email. Oh boy! This is suspicious.
Well, no point in keeping a secret now.
Mocha. What?
Teehee, the author of the novel is me.
Mocha. Eh? Unable to parse what she's getting at, I sit there in shock. You wrote this?
Yeah.
Then that means... You're the author? My eyes dart back and forth between Mocha and the box of books.
Yeah.
Why? How? Wasn't the author supposed to be a high school girl?
This is supposed to be a secret, but...
According to Mocha, the user submission site her novel was uploaded to is run by the digital contents division of the company where she works, Arc Rewrite. Apparently Mocha also helps out on that end too. My Rainbow was originally a cell phone novel written by a high school girl, but about halfway through the story, the young lady had ran into a wall. Her talents could take her no further. However, her novel had attracted a huge number of readers, and after some struggles, Art Rewrite decided to continue it with Mocha as its ghostwriter. Wow, all that went down? Color me surprised. I look at the box full of books, and then back at Mocha. I think back to a few days earlier, when she refused to read My Rainbow out loud. It all makes sense now. Of course she'd be too embarrassed to read her own work in front of others. Mocha nods her head in response to my conclusion. Given the high marks it's getting from my lab mems, it sounds like a pretty interesting little novel. I never thought Shining Finger had this kind of talent. Mocha's as expressionless as ever as I compliment her, but...
Teehee, this is really embarrassing. But seriously, please keep it a secret between us.
Molka. She still manages to send me an email. And I think that that is a pretty good place to cut it. We have, it's spooky. It's so spooky. It's all spooky. And it's nice to see a little bit more about Molka, aside from just what we saw in original Steins Gate. This is actually a really interesting little dip into her, because even in the original visual novel, we didn't really see too much of her. So, like, I'm really liking this. It's really good. But thank you all so much for following my playthrough of Steins Gate, My Darling's Embrace, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now!